So mine two different paragraphs or writings. The first one is the APA style. First paragraph, I just have Shanahan has been to 2 Super Bowls in his career, once as an offense coordinator, another as a head coach, just trying to give specific details on both. And then I state that he lost both. And then I have two paragraphs, which are my middle. And in 2017, he lost the lead to the Patriots, obviously. Most recently, he lost as the head coach of the 49ers. Given specifics of the losses, his team stalled in both. There's no doubt he's a great offensive mind. And then I try to ask a question at the end of the first one to, get him reading the second one, I guess. And then I say when he was coaching Atlanta, his offense was one of the best in the leagues. And then I kind of say where the critics and all the criticism came from his two losses, saying that his play calling got aggressive and he didn't run out the clock. And then my third paragraph, I like to think of it like kind of closing, but I said in 3 years later, he lost in Super Bowl 54 with his team up once again. He seemed to fall under the pressure while his team collapsed. And I say, again, it was about his play. He got criticized for his play calling, so I bring it back to the first game. And then I question at the end. Only time will tell what kind of Kyle Shanahan's coaching career will consist of. Will it be championships and glory, or the story always ending in tragedy and defeat? But my middle was detailed, more detailed, and then I try to, at the beginning and the end, I try to have the setups and whatnot. And then for my broadcast writing, in the beginning, I said Kyle Shanahan has a very eventful start to what should be a very long coaching career, and it hasn't been the best of start by any means, though. 2 Super Bowl appearances resulting in 2 losses. And then my middle, I try to make it to where you could have it just be the middle and you would still get the story. So I said, with arguably the biggest collapse in sports history, they lost to the Patriots. 3 years later, they lost to Mahomes. And in both games, he would find himself with the lead, but always be on the losing side of the scoreboard, kind of putting it all together that he, in the media's eyes, he choked the games and he lost the games for his teams. And then at the end, once again, could it be the urge to put away the game with one big play, or was it that he couldn't handle the moment and forgot basics of football and lost 2 different fourth quarter leads because of it? So I was trying to just set up the last paragraph. And I said, odds are we will see Shanahan back in the granddaddy of them all, but what will be the outcome of the game? Eternal glory of Super Bowl champions, or the never-ending agony of making it there and always going home empty-handed. So with the ending of my first one and the ending of my APA and the ending of my broadcast, I wanted to ask the question, he'll be there again, but what's going to be trying to allude to the media's take on it, that is this going to be the way that his coaching career goes, or is it going to be that it's like a triumphant story, or is he just going to always be the coach that loses the big game? Kyle Shanahan has had a very eventful start to what should be a very long coaching career. It has been the best by any means, though. 2 Super Bowl appearances resulting in 2 Super Bowl losses. With arguably the biggest collapse in sports history, was served on a silver platter to Shanahan by the hands of Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. 3 years later, a similar tasting meal would be dealt by Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. In both games, Shanahan would have late game leads, but always find himself on the losing side of the scoreboard. Odds are we will see Shanahan back in the granddaddy of them all, but what will be the outcome of that game? Eternal glory as Super Bowl champions, or the never-ending agony of making it there and always going home empty-handed?